We had an unexpected thing happen at our house today. It's just an ordinary Saturday. We actually went to a funeral service this morning for a friend of ours who lost her father. And then we came back home and I guess probably about 2:30 or so, a friend showed up who has a landscaping business, and he had a pickup truck load of sod that he had just to throw away. He was doing a job, they'd ordered sod, and then I guess they changed their mind. So he brought it over and we are getting a front lawn. So of course sod is kind of time sensitive and we had no idea it was coming today, so we just jumped to work. This is just so cool because I think this is how God does things with us. You know, we've told you guys that this year we really feel like our focus here on the homestead is to do things to make it more beautiful. So we've spent several years making things very functional, building up our homestead, making spaces for animals, spaces for us, and everything's been function, function, function. And this year we just really felt like we are supposed to take those functional things and make them more beautiful. So we have been doing that. Actually, I told you guys that Jason was working on a surprise that he didn't tell me about. I'll go walk you out and show you what it is because he gave it to me for Mother's Day. That was something for beauty. Yes?
Can I thread the window?
Yeah. And now here we go planting a lawn, which is, you know, literally just for beauty, which is right up our alley. So I quickly watched a video on how to lay sod. The challenge with our area here in the front of the house is that it has always just been construction in all the years that we've lived here. And so it's very rocky, compacted soil. First of all, we moved things out of the way because there were piles of boards that Jason was in the process of putting up siding. So those were moved out of the way, the trampoline. And then Jason started grading the land and kind of, you know, agitating that compacted soil with the tractor with his box blade, I think he calls it. Super handy tool to have. So he worked on that for a while and then kind of leveled it out a little bit, and now he's in our pasture in the area where there's a lot of cow manure, old cow manure, and he's digging that up, dumping it into a pile, and then he's going to come back around to the other side of the fence and move that pile over here to put on top of the soil that he kind of worked up. So we'll see how this goes. The dirt is still full of lots of little stones because it's just, that's just how our ground is. So we're just gonna have to leave it there. We can't get them all out. It's just, we'd be here for weeks trying to pick all the stones out. So he's going to put this really rich dirt on top of that. And then they said to water it thoroughly, lay down your sod, water it again, water it 3 times a day for, I don't know, the next week or 2. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Let me walk you out and show you the beautiful thing that he made me. He was building me a trellis for the entrance to the garden. Isn't it gorgeous? So he still has to put the crossbars up for the plants to actually climb up, and then it will be finished. So pretty. Will you pick up Ruthie so that the people can see her? It's hard to show her because she likes to be up in my lap. Yeah, she's almost too heavy to hold, isn't she, buddy? She's getting huge. Otis and Lacey are actually in recovery. They were spayed and neutered yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. They're doing really well. Actually, when we had our poodle neutered a while back, he did not do well. It was really rough recovery. And so I was a little nervous about the 2 of them, especially because they're used to running free. They're our livestock guardian dogs, and so I just didn't know how this was going to go. But we have them in a penned area because they told us to keep them still, not running around for a time. They have the cone of shame on, but they're actually doing really well. I'm so glad. And I made a spray to help the wound heal faster with some different herbs, and it looks, yeah, they did a really good job at the place, and so far they're handling it really well. So I'm hoping the healing will be quicker than it was for Pepper. So for dinner we have a treat. Our neighbors went fishing and brought us back a bunch of fish. So we are going to fry it in our fryer outside. Leo said he would fry it for me. I also baked bread, so I have 2 loaves of bread, and then we'll do salad because we have a ton of lettuce in the garden. We have had an incredible, yes, Bella?
You're looking for a tape measure.
I want to go to the barn.
I don't know. We've had an incredible lettuce harvest this year. It just keeps growing and growing. It hasn't gotten any bugs. I don't know. A couple other things I planted. I have a lot in the garden, and 2 things really got hit by bugs, like tiny black bugs. It's the eggplant and the beans, my red noodle beans that came up. Both of those, the leaves are just eaten up, but everything else looks great. So my lettuce is beautiful and no bugs. It's just growing like crazy. We've eaten salads every meal. We just keep eating salads. It's wonderful. So that will be the other thing that we have for dinner tonight. And then I guess we'll just be eating, and then he'll continue working. Because what I read about the sod is it really needs to be put down within 24 hours of being harvested. So it was cut this morning, he said. Whatever time, I don't know. But it was this morning. Which means by tomorrow morning it needs to go down, or they said it really starts to die. So here's where we're at. This is all graded. This is the original dirt. So here's, I don't know if you can see this. Let me try to back up here. This is the front porch, and you can see the steps right there. So we're just gonna have a straight path that comes out from the steps. That's where I drew the lines there. And then right here, we're gonna have 3 feet out from the house. We're going to have space for landscaping plants.
5 feet or 6 feet?
And then 6. And then another 3 feet, we're going to leave a space for a walkway to the left, because over there is where we do grilling and have a pavilion area. So we'll have a walkway going there. And then on this side, there'll be some landscaping there, but then the rest of it will just be sod here. That's our lane road.
Grass,
Goes around. And then sod here. Yes, Leo.
Grass.
The eggs.
Okay, I already mixed it up.
And
It's all mixed up.
Alright, what do I do?
Yeah, right here. I
Alright.
have the fish. This is the cornmeal, and the egg is in that Tupperware there.
Alright.
Right there.
It's already at 300 degrees. So.
Okay. We're gonna go pick some lettuce. So this cardboard you see sitting around is part of my mulching system here. I'm putting it down and then putting mulch on top. Okay. These cabbages just make me smile every time I see them. Aren't they beautiful? This is the lettuce patch, which is mixed with zinnias that are volunteers from last year. But we have picked off of this lettuce patch so much, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. It's awesome. So grateful for it. It's just delicious. Fish. I know, you gotta wait till dinner to eat it though. I'm gonna eat it now, I get it. It's turning out really good. Super yummy, but you have to wait, okay? Just one bite and then you go play.
Poor Otis, even though he's penned up,
I know.
still keeping the animals
Still
away.
wants to be the guard dog, even though he's pen. So this is our setup. We used the little kid picnic table to do the job. It's working, isn't it? I wanted to show you guys this, lest you think I have it all together. This is the state of my laundry room right now. Yeah, that's all clean. And then there's another load in the washing machine and one in the dryer, and still all this to do. So that's how I'm getting everything else done, you know, like gardening and kitchen stuff, because this has been neglected. What do you think, Everett? You don't care about laundry, do you? Ooh, big eyes. He just woke up from an evening nap, didn't you? Wow, okay, big eyes.
Leo's crappie. Hi.
The fish is crappie, so we're having all kinds of crappie jokes tonight.
Leo's crappie. Blub, blub, blub. That means that you are too.
I said it's too crappie this morning, but... So So Jason's dumping all the manure stuff. It smells real nice over here. And I don't know, Bella's busying herself with raking. Who knows? Good work, Bella. And then I guess he's going to use the box blade to level this stuff out so that we can lay down the sod. That's the sod over there. What's wrong, Sissy? So we took a quick dinner break, and then my friend Jenny showed up. And next thing you know, she's out there in her cute outfit, shoveling manure with us. She's a good friend like that. Her kids are playing with our younger kids. I don't know. So we've got all the manure down. It's damp. It's wet. Everett decided he does not want to sleep tonight to make it even more fun.
Mom, we have the Ryobi light. But you had...
Yeah, that would be great. Having more light would be great because we have to line up we have to line it up perfectly. Doing this in the dark is not ideal at all. At all. I don't know how we're going to do this, and we're going to smell like cow poop by the time we're done. I watched YouTube videos and they said my aunt, they have a battery powered one. Rechargeable. Yeah. Yeah, it's so quiet. Numbers. It's amazing. Instant lawn. Oh, I hope it stays green.
Mom!
He got candle light.
Put a sign up that says no pooping dogs.
Ah, you're right.
Yeah, it said no poop.
They never would go in the yard. They would go in the woods because
We need a halvesy.
Alright.
Little lay one down. Cut it.
The machete's on
cut this one.
the machete's on
The machete's, it's the
No,
black
we
one
have
I use
a
that
partial.
works.
We have a partial. Well, we have a partial over here, right here. It's not exactly a half. It's more like a 2/3.
It's folded exactly in half.
Why don't you lay it down and I'll cut it? Lay it down in place.
Good morning. Tired Mama here, reporting back about the sod. Oh, you guys, I am so excited. We got it all in. It looks amazing. And, of course, now we want to buy more. Yeah, so I'll check back with you about that. But once we saw this patch go in, which was a pallet and a half, then we thought, okay, now we want to get more to finish the job. It comes from a local place, so we can just drive up and get more. It's just, you know, going to cost a little bit. So we ended up working until 11. My friend Jenny stuck with us till the very end. And now we are in the maintenance stage. So we are watering 3 times a day, moving the sprinkler around, making sure it gets really saturated. It's supposed to be 80 all week and sunny, so I know it's going to need all that water. I actually got a pair of rain boots from High C, which are perfect because they're really lightweight for walking around on this and keep my feet dry, of course. Their chore boots, or they're kind of like muck boot style, have always been our favorite, but if you need something more lightweight, then you could go with the rain boots. And also, to celebrate this sod, I thought it would be fun to share a code that they gave to us for 15% off. Type in the code Kreke Boots, then you'll get 15% off. They also have a shorter style that you might enjoy, and they have rain boots for kids as well. I am praying over this grass, like stay green, stay green. So anyway, a pallet and a half comes to there. So we kind of made it curve off just for now with the edging. But after looking at it and talking about it, we really want to go the full amount here. This area over here is like a patio type area where we have the big fire pit and the pavilion for entertaining. So if we get another pallet of grass, we could finish it out here and along the lane road. And then over here on this side as well. So this is the path that comes down from the front porch. And then there's a little patch right here that could be grass. And then our lane road curves around this way. So, yeah, I guess we're going to be making a trip to the sod place. And because this requires so much maintenance the first week or two, I just want to do it right away so that I don't have to do this again. Good morning, buddy. Yeah, I'm playing toys. So then up here, let's imagine we're going up the path, and I'm probably just going to use gravel for the path because it's available. This is the land of rocks. So up here, you can see what it looks like from this angle. We're going to put a path going here because, like I said, that's our entertaining area around the corner, that pavilion. And so we're going to do a path right here. You can easily get from the house to that space. And then I'm going to put in some plants here, some landscaping. I'm kind of torn about it because I don't want anything too big because Jason did such a beautiful job on that stonework. I don't want to cover it up. So, I don't know, maybe I'll just do a couple that are spaced out so you can see the stonework in between. And then, I don't know, I've got to think about that. But over here on this side, so stonework here, but this had to stay open because of being able to access the septic tank underneath it. So this couldn't have stonework. And so here on this side, I'm thinking we could do some, like a bigger bush here in the corner, kind of, since there's nothing that I want to show there. So there you go. We went from no grass to grass in a matter of one day. I just love how that happens. It just showed up and it's like, okay, I guess we're gonna have a lawn now.